Hey everybody, it's Matt, and for the first time in a while on this channel, I'm not doing a face cam, but don't worry, my face is still gonna be in this one. Today is going to be something that I think I've already done on this channel, if I remember right, but I guess just a redo of it, since a few things might have changed, might have gotten a little better. I say better, I just mean I do things a little more quote-unquote professionally now. I put that in quotes because I'm not a professional. Anyways, I guess I'll start off with how a video would start. The software I use to record, like many other people, Audacity and OBS. Yes, I know OBS Studio exists, and yes, I do have it installed right here, but yeah, I don't know. For me, OBS Classic works a little nicer for just recording. I do use OBS Studio for streaming. Other than that, there's not really much to it. I get OBS started recording, depending on what I'm recording, obviously game, window, monitor. Today we're doing a little bit of everything, so I'm just going to capture the monitor. Get that going, get Audacity going, and I just do a little syncing tip. A lot of people do their sync however they want to do it in game. I know a lot of people will do the up down, or the 1 2 3 1 2 3. Like there's a bunch of different ways to sync your audio and your video. I do it all on audio. I'll have OBS capture my audio for a bit. I'll have Audacity capture my audio for a bit. And I usually just do something like 3, 2, 1, a couple claps, and it'll work. You'll see this when I actually go to edit a video. But anyways, after it's all recorded and everything, I gotta edit it. The first thing that I do usually in editing is back in Audacity, highlight whatever I need, just a little empty spot that doesn't have any audio on it, and I'll do a little noise reduction. Get the profile, Control A, and it should eliminate a lot of the noise that comes through my microphone. That isn't my voice. So other than that, if it sounds a little low, I might do a compressor. If it sounds a little peaky, might normalize it a bit. And then if it really needs some, add some bass and treble. But I only really do that when I use my wireless mic. For some reason, it's lacking the bass and treble. So speaking of that wireless mic, we use it in the video that I'm going to edit. But after I got the audio edited, oh my gosh, I'm repeating this one, edited. Anyways, after the audio is good to go, we go into Sony Vegas Pro 16. That's right. I got a decent deal on Sony Vegas, so I was like, okay, sure. And then I got Sony Vegas 16 as well. Anyways, open up Sony Vegas, and first things first, depending on what I'm recording or editing or whatever, I'll add in the tracks manually, or you can just kind of drag them in like that, and it doesn't really matter how you drag it in. As long as you get it dragged in, everything works out A-okay. And because I'm going to be using some background music, I'm going to add another track. Let me find where that music went. Might help if I looked in the right folder. There we go. So I know my video and audio far exceeds what this song is going to be. That's okay. I spent a lot of time messing around. So just looking at this, we'll sync it up like this. If you want to see how the video started, there's that button. Yeah. And hit record on this one. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. For the white notes. So the reason I'm doing this is because the camera I use, the Anstecker 4K, I can't remember the full name of it, but the camera that I reviewed in a previous video, I guess I'll put a link in the description now that I mentioned it, likes to do its own thing. So if you look at some of my past videos, I look a little orange, and that's after I've done a bit of white balance, which is right here. So usually I'll come in, try to find white, and figure out how I can make the orange a little less orange. For this video, I actually purchased a brand new little light thing, so it looks alright. It doesn't look absolutely great, but it looks alright. So another thing that we can do is ungroup this. Usually I use just the keys for it, but because this wouldn't be much of a tutorial if I just use the hotkeys, I'm going to actually do it manually, because why not? So we'll group these together since that's my new audio visual, or audio video. Yeah, that'll work. So since the white balance looks alright,
Yeah.
we'll just keep going.
Who is messaging me?
Move on from there. I believe I start the video somewhere around here.
I really think I am. Hopefully everything,
There.
there we go.
Nope. Still got a bit. Why did I do that? Okay. I believe it's right here.
Who's ready for a video?
I don't know why I did that voice either. But since we did that, I'm going to do a nice little fade in. I don't think people really notice the fade in too much, but it's something I like doing. It just, I don't know, it seems a little better than just not. And for the background audio, I'm going to set it a little lower, a lot lower than what my microphone is at. And another thing that I usually do is switches, normalize, and it should bump up and normalize a little more. So I sometimes normalize both in Audacity and in Sony Vegas. So there you go. So let's see how this all works out.
Who's ready for a video?
Why did I do that with my hand?
There we go. Hey guys, who's ready for a video? I
think I can get this
hopefully
working a little
everything,
better. This is also something else that I like doing, is if I have some sort of audio build-up or something, I try to match it to what I'm actually doing.
Why did I do that?
So let's see if I can get this.
There we go. Hey guys, who's ready for a video? I think I am. Hopefully everything.
I think I can get that matched up a little better. So what I'm trying to do is get the real start at, hey guys, who's ready for a video?
There we go.
I think I am.
Hey guys, who's ready for a video? I think I am.
Kind of like that. So I'm just gonna leave it there, and we'll go on.
Hopefully everything works out right. So this is just kind of a video to test out a few different things, try to work out some of the bugs, and I guess also an update and maybe announce some future stuff. I'm not really sure. Basically just testing out to make sure that I can get all the kinks out on this thing, and also the camera, and
So usually for these kinds of videos, if I have anything to slice in, I'll put it in. If I don't, I don't. And then I go from there. For my gameplay stuff, I'll sometimes record just a huge block and then cut down from there. Give me just 1 second, I'll be able to show you what that looks like with a series that I've been kind of neglecting. So we'll be right back. Alright, so this is what one of my usual long play format looks like. Just, you know, cut wherever it seems appropriate. I try to give enough room in the video for something to actually happen and then cut it out. And you know, I've got the actual song right there, everything like that, adjust as needed. And yeah, as you can tell right now, I'm not very far into this one. Got at least 5 to 6 videos just right here, and I think only 3 of them are rendered. So yeah, still quite a bit of ways to go, but we'll get there when we get there. For an example of, oh, I don't want to be doing that. Just for an example of, I guess, something kind of a little intensive that does require a bit of editing, I'll go to a different video and we'll check that out. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this was actually the 2019 intro video that I've done, just kind of talking about the new year and everything like that. As you can see, there's a lot that went wrong. It was the first test of the wireless microphone, so that's where that came from. Something else that I usually do would be kind of the motion tracking stuff, where I just have something kind of following around on my hand. So I'll show you a bit of an example of that if I can find it really quick. Okay, so here we have an example of the motion tracking stuff, but unfortunately for some reason I've deleted the video for it, but somehow the audio still remains. So here's just kind of what that looks like. It's just a bunch of keyframing, the wrong one, the motion tracking, and I'll just go through individually each couple frames and make it move. There. And that technically worked a little better in the actual video because it, you know, had motion behind it as well. But this is usually how I do that kind of stuff. Just kind of come in here, that little track motion thing, and go frame by frame, center it up to whatever I have. Sometimes it doesn't work out the best, but you know, it's done, and a lot of times I don't have time to edit a whole lot when it comes to these videos, so that's when it gets a little rushed and looks kind of like that. This was something that I tried to do where it would start off as C and then spell out the rest of the word. There's probably a better way that I could have done that, but that's just the creative way that I came up with. Just C and then omits fade into comments. So it doesn't look the best, but it could have been a lot worse. I know for Sony Vegas 16 they have the visor masking. It's really only useful for me if I want to blur something out because it does track the motion a bit. But for what I do with my motion tracking, I kind of have to do it alone. For now, I haven't really found a new way of doing that. If you have a way that you do it, please let me know down below. Anyways, I think I'll get back to editing. I think that's it for this video, honestly. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was somewhat insightful. A little bit better than the previous way that I did it, the previous video or two that I did. And hopefully everything looks better in general on this channel. I really do try to improve. I know I don't upload a lot, and part of it's just because I'm picky with my own content. I want to make sure that I upload something that is at least passable for YouTube. So yeah, that's where that comes from. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you in whatever video comes next. Thanks. Bye.